It was a moonlit night.
No!
It was a moonlit night and Henry was taking Edward
from behind.
What?
"Oh, yes," replied Henry.
Now I've got a punch.
Henry. "Owl," said Henry. Percy puffed grumpily into the yards. He was feeling bored and lonely and said so. I feel bored and lonely with only the silly trucks for company," he complained to Thomas. Thomas was confused. "What about me?" "No, all I want is a warm is too." "What a silly engine," replied Thomas. "No, the fuck are you, Thomas," said Percy, saying good night. Yikes! Nancy is a guard's daughter. Nancy is a daughter. Nancy. One day she was working on Muir Larks with some station in a wall. Muir Larks was snoozing happily, but Nancy wanted to... "Wake up, lazy bone. Your bra is filthy, aren't you ashamed?" "One, you're Muir Larks. You're just an old fuddy-duddy." And Skarloey closed his eyes. He was thinking about his friend Rheneas and all the good times they had shared together before Rheneas got to rest towed for
Drink driving.
Nancy interrupted again. "Don't you want to look nice for when Rheneas for just eats the thirst to get out of press on your late?" Skarloey wasn't Skarloey anymore. "What? Woo. Nancy, please get out of my ass." "Nancy, stop. Do I really look shit? Please polish my undercarriage again." "This is lovely," sang Skarloey. Duncan was jealous. "What was that?" exclaimed Nancy. "I don't know," replied Skarloey. "But the Fat Controller is certainly keen to please a champion. The fool." "What is this about?" asked Duncan.
Who cares, said the fireman. This is good cocaine.
"Sauce, yay." "It isn't fair," he complained. "Peter Sam gets a special drain pipe wired to his boiler. Sir Handel gets thrown
Off the line.
by George the Steam Troller. Cheer, gets too.
Suffered dreadfully and
Everyone laughed, but I'm not even scrapped. That afternoon, there was bad news from up the line. Skarloey's coaches are playing. Rob Henry let to... "Bother. Now, one of Skarloey's coaches has called Duncan's driver. "We'll have to take the scrapman there right away." "Oh, we're scared," grumbled Duncan. "Run! Come on, one of Skarloey's coaches," laughed his driver. "No," wailed Duncan, "I'm asleep." "Rubbish! Come on." "So, I'm State Island," grumbled Duncan. The dirty coach was in the middle of New Zealand. He was feeling bored and lonely with only the silly derail for company. Said the derail. Duncan shunted the works train into the sidings and left the scrapman to put the derailed coach out of which must Then Duncan magically went forward in time to seat on saying. When Duncan saw the elephant, he was Duncan. "What a boring statue," he said. "This is an easy job." "You must wait for Trevor the traction engine," said the station master. "He just wants something to plough tonight." "Nonsense," huffed Duncan to his driver. "I've blown heavier loads than this plenty of times." "Let's go transit," Duncan said his driver, "but we must be careful." So they left for the
scrapyard,
but without the traction engine. Duncan whistled. "We'll deliver this statue and I'll still be scrapped at Barry Scrapyard." Back at the sheds, everyone thought Duncan was very fucking despicable. "Duncan is a disagreeable bastard. He never stops complaining," huffed Peter Sam. "I'm going to play a trick on Duncan tonight." "Yes, I like that idea." "So do I," replied Peter Sam. "It's a pity Duncan doesn't."
Hey.
"Smudger." "Yes, sir." "Can you help us play a trick on Duncan, please?"
I
Certainly
Can.
replied Smudger.
when
His trousers.
fell, Duncan set off for home. He'd never reached the other side of the car. Different. Then ahead, he saw
Another
stupid nonsense. This driver knew
It was only a Smudger.
being annoying, but Duncan
Didn't realise this.
It's the ghost. Take me home tonight. Take me home tonight, please.
Oi, you!
Said Thomas. My driver.
Already referenced that song.
Sorry, sir, muttered Duncan. Suddenly, Duncan plunged into the ravine.
He was just
About to blast the other engines and
for that
stupid trick when Percy rushed in. What's up, Percy? Asked Gordon. The Fat Controller told driver that this new crane
full over last.
night,
Percy, what are you talking about?
said James. Someone took
He's crutches.
away.